welcome back to Parking Lot Chats with Corin
and Bo.
Happy anniversary to us.
Oh my gosh, happy anniversary. 1 year. 1 full year of us doing this.
That's pretty exciting.
That's wild.
It is wild. It is wild. But it's been fun. We've had a good time. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. 1 whole year.
And it's funny because I have like the original post that you had made like pinned on my Instagram, and I just noticed like yesterday, like, I don't know, someone liked it, so like it all popped up in my thing, and it was like talking about like the Festival of the Arts, and then like I went last week and I was like, that's so funny. And then you texted me that today and I was like, you know what, that makes sense.
Yeah, I opened like Spotify and it was like happy one. Yeah, we just turned the AC like up because we were cold, and now we immediately got hot. But why is it? Okay, there we go.
There it goes. Yeah,
Okay.
keep yours on because I got a t-shirt on. So
anyways, back to so 1 year. Pretty cool. We've talked about a lot. Do you have a favorite moment? We really didn't rehearse that. I don't know if I have a favorite moment.
I don't know. I feel very put on the spot right now. Maybe that time when you like real casually said your age, like it was real and it wasn't, but you like said it like you totally believed it. That shit was hilarious.
I remember that, and I'm really bad about doing that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was really good.
I don't know if I can. I'm terrible on the spot. I don't know why I asked that question because I don't want to actually have to answer it.
I fucking answer it.
I know.
I mean, my answer was just making fun of you, so it's okay.
That's fine. My mind went blank, and I can't remember anything that we talked about for the last year.
It's been a lot.
Yeah. It was fun. It's been fun, though.
It has been fun.
We continue doing it.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe if we actually get some, like, fucking subscribers and stuff, we could get paid for it. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, we don't have to get paid, but...
No. I was on TikTok today, and I was just clicking around on shit. Oh, because I still have my TikTok.
Yeah, that's good for you. That's
one.
Good.
Listen, I wasn't going to talk about this right now, but this one.
We're here, so let's go.
This one. Last week, gets on here and bitching about how they don't have CapCut back, and then, go on, please, tell the people what you did.
So, this is what I did. I offload apps when I need storage, and I was going to Disney, so I needed storage. So I offloaded a bunch of apps, and I wasn't thinking, and I know in my head that when you offload an app, you can only re-download it if it's in the App Store. And I don't know, I guess like I was thinking like I had like a false positive with
there,
like,
so like it would be there,
and like
it's already in your app.
Right, I guess I thought, well, and I wasn't even thinking about the App Store aspect because I think in my head it was like, oh, well, this is all over, like they gave TikTok back, so like it doesn't matter anymore. And I offloaded them, and now I can't get it back. I am unable to install.
By offload, she means she deleted both TikTok and CapCut from her phone.
Well, your data's still there when you offload. You know what I mean? So you can offload and like keep all your drafts and stuff.
Yeah.
As long as you can re-download it. It has to be in the App Store to re-download it, and it's not in the App Store.
So please learn from her mistake, guys. It's legit. You cannot, it's not in the App Store. Like, I went and searched it because I still have it on my phone. And
it's on my phone.
When she was saying that, I was like, let me go see if it's in the App Store for me, because in the App Store you can go to like purchases and then you can share apps with like people. So I thought, well, maybe since it's still on my phone and still like there, I can share the download with you. I don't fucking know. Just try. No, it's literally not even like when you go into apps and then purchases, it's not even in the list of things. It's just gone. It just still exists on my home screen, and I can still open it and I can do all the things to it, but like in the back end, it's not there.
And I think that's what got me too, is that I didn't take it off my phone. You know what I mean?
But I guess I don't understand what offload means.
So when you, that's what I was saying. I didn't take it off my phone. I offloaded it. So like you can go like when you don't have enough storage, so you can go like into your apps, right? So you can go into your general storage. You can see I never have any fucking storage, which is fine. I got 256 gigs, but I'm using 255 of them. So you can go in and you can like offload an app. So this will free up storage used by the app, but it keeps its documents and data. Reinstalling the app will place back the data if the app is still available for download.
Oh shit.
But so I wasn't, because I offload apps all the time. I do it all the time because I think I mentioned before that like I draft stuff. So because I have things like drafted or scheduled, I can't delete apps. I can never delete them because then I'll lose that. But you can offload and still keep your draft. So if you didn't know that, don't do it to CapCut.
Don't do it to
or
CapCut
TikTok. But like for Instagram, I do it all the time. I'll have posts drafted out or scheduled for a week, and I'll offload Instagram to get storage to update my fucking phone or, whatever you need storage for.
Yeah.
And then I can re-download it and all my stuff is still there exactly the same. So that's why even though I'm locked out now, I still can't delete the app because I still have drafts in there.
Oh, shit.
And if it comes back live and it comes back in the App Store, I can reinstall it and I'll have all my stuff. But until then, I'm fucked. So also, if anyone has any good advice on editing apps, I'm currently using InShot to make videos. And like, it's similar. It doesn't have as many free options as CapCut did. And I obviously don't know how to work it as well. I don't even know if there's like meme templates in here.
Yeah, that's what CapCut was good for. The fucking memes. Templates. Man,
I mean, you could watch a show and then record that and then take the background away and then green screen that. But like, who has fucking time?
No one has time for that.
Well, whoever's posting them on CapCut does. But I don't have it in my.
I didn't know that's how they did it.
I mean, I don't. If there might be a better way.
I guess
that's how I would
probably
do it.
how they do it. I just never really thought about how they make them.
I've tried to do it before, and like I have like a curved TV, so it doesn't work.
Oh shit!
And then you've got to get like your fucking aspect straight. Sorry, I didn't mean to put my hand in the thing. I'm just talking about, like the aspect ratio of it all. And like that's hard for me because math.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
So yeah, so
I mean, I use Canva, but that doesn't have like
the meme templates.
Either. And you're fucking like the meme maker, so I don't. I mean,
Isn't that funny though?
You know, I have an old phone that still has it all on it. I should have bought that for you. Like you would be able to use it. It would just be my CapCut. It's still like hooked. We just have to figure out how to maybe like turn off all like the messaging and shit so you don't get.
Would there be Wi-Fi though? Because your Wi-Fi is on your new phone. Would it be?
There wouldn't be service, but there would be Wi-Fi at your house. You would just hook to your house Wi-Fi,
and then I could text it or AirDrop.
Still use it, yeah.
Well, let's see if that works. Maybe come over one day and play with it.
Yeah, it's just it was a phone that I was supposed to return to like get a discount on the new phone thing, but then I just never returned it because it was a perfectly good phone, and we need backups in our house.
You'd rather have the spare than the fucking discount.
I'd rather have the spare than the discount.
Honestly, that makes sense. Let me borrow it for a little bit.
I never turned it in, but it's perfect. It's literally like my old phone that I just had, and it has everything still on, and I never erased it.
Good.
Right. But also, people are talking about how this is just like scrolling to, not really, it's still same, but people are talking about how there's like iPhones on sale right now on like eBay and shit that have TikTok on them for like thousands of dollars. Okay, cool, but like as soon as you erase all of your data on that phone, isn't it going to erase TikTok? Like as soon as if I were to sign out of my what's it called? Apple ID. If I sign out of my Apple ID on this phone I'm talking about that has TikTok on it, it's going to erase.
Would it?
All of it.
Because is it connected to your Apple ID or is it connected to the device itself?
I think it's connected to your Apple ID.
Are you sure?
No, but like when you erase a phone, so is that different?
I don't know.
Like erasing a phone versus signing out of your Apple ID?
I think
But I feel like when you sign into a new Apple ID, it's going to ask you if you want to like replace everything. I don't know.
I feel like from this situation alone, I feel like it's different because I didn't think that I wouldn't be able to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was weird. Like, I don't know. I'd be afraid
because it's more connected to the phone.
Someone's gonna buy a $10,000 phone just for fucking TikTok and then erase it.
And then would any of that even work, or are people just selling their phones to see if they can get some dummy to buy it?
I think.
Yeah, right.
I think that's more.
Because what? Yeah. And then so. And I know that, like, we knew the whole thing was still in limbo, but, like, so we really don't know if we're actually gonna get it back or not, right?
No idea.
Son of a bitch. Because now I just got these apps taken place on my
phone. I mean, eventually,
I don't want to delete them and lose the drafts.
If we don't, like, get it back, eventually it's gonna stop working for everybody because they can't update it. Like, the bugs can't be fixed and shit. So eventually it's gonna stop working for everybody anyways.
And that makes sense, right? Which is my problem because it's not in the App Store.
Right.
Stupid.
I
felt
can't believe you
fucking
did that.
Stupid. Me neither. Me neither. And the best part is that I didn't realize it until 8 hours later. I did it like the morning I was going to Disney. I normally like try to get all my stuff out of my phone, but because of all this shit, I've had extra shit in my phone. And I offloaded everything that morning, and then at like 6 p.m. I was like standing in line at Living with the Land and realized that I had that meme drafted on TikTok, because you can't schedule on TikTok. I had everything else scheduled on like Instagram and YouTube because I knew I was going to be out all day and I wasn't going to be fucking posting.
Right.
And then I went in there to post the drafted TikTok. And then also, if you don't know, if you share an account, I drafted a TikTok in my phone. When I realized it, I texted you to post it, but it wasn't in her phone because it was drafted in my phone.
Yeah.
So even though we shared the account.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I thought it would still be there, but it wasn't. I had no drafts.
And I said it to Eric, and he's like, so he's older, so he's not as phone savvy, but he likes technology more. So I think he understands the workings of it better than I do. Like, we could ask him about this TikTok phone versus Apple ID, and I bet he'd have an answer that he'd understand. I don't know if we'd understand, but he'd understand it. And he was like, oh yeah, well, because it's not on their server. If it's only drafted, it's only in, you don't even have social media. How do you know? But the way that he explained it actually made sense. He was like, well, that's on your phone server. It's not on, it wouldn't be, he's like, it's only going to be on the server of the app when you share it. So that's why she doesn't have access, and this and that. It's on your server, not the shared phone fucking server.
That all makes no sense to me.
That's what I mean about. He might explain it to her, it makes sense to him, but it won't make sense to us, you know. And I just like, oh yeah, good point.
Or really understand.
So I don't have fucking TikTok or CapCut. I don't even care about TikTok, but I do care about CapCut.
I'm gonna need you to have CapCut because you make all the memes.
Yeah,
I'm terrible at it.
I'm gonna have to figure
I'll
out
make
something.
a meme and it will get like 1 view, and she'll make a meme and it will get like hundreds of views.
That's not even that good, but
well, it's better than 1.
Yeah, well.
And you do get thousands too, so
Right. We got a couple of millions, I think.
yeah. And my 1 view.
You get more than 1. You get like 10 views.
10. All right, thanks.
Yeah, so if anyone knows of a meme,
Yeah, that's what we really need.
we need a meme app. We need an app to make memes. And I mean, I can do like the picture ones pretty easily, but I like the real ones. You know what I mean? You could easily like screenshot a picture, erase something, but yeah, I don't know. We'll work on that. We'll see what happens. The memes might be a little weird for the next couple weeks, unless we get CapCut back, or if someone
or if I give you my phone.
Yeah, and that works and we figure it out.
I think it will.
Or if anyone knows, please comment, tell us.
Yes, please.
Please let us know.
What app do you use as a meme maker?
Yeah.
So you went to Disney. How was that?
It was really good. It's Festival of the Arts. And remember last year I said I was going to do the paint by number, and I didn't. And then last week I said I'm going to do the paint by number, and I didn't. I didn't.
Sorry.
We walked by. So also what happened was I went on Friday.
What happened was
I went on Friday, and the weather had been so bad all week.
Oh my God, so
that
bad.
On Friday it was like
gorgeous
50s, but it was sunny, and literally everybody and their fucking mom was at Epcot.
Yeah.
At one point we were walking around the World Showcase, and the Frozen ride is in like the back of the Norway Pavilion, and like if it's contained in its section, it's still a fucking over an hour long wait. It was all the way out and wrapped down around the World Showcase. And also, like, there's a splash zone. It's 50 degrees out, guys. Why is the Frozen ride with a splash zone
at
like
frozen.
a 3-hour right?
They want to feel. They want to feel it.
Are you guys going to fight Elsa? I don't know. I don't know. The art was beautiful. There was a lot of Taylor Swift. There was a couple like really nice paintings of like when Travis was on tour with her. Like,
oh, that's cute.
And I mean, this is like people painting them. You know what I mean? So like, it's really cool stuff. And we didn't.
It was never on?
Nope.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Hopefully you guys heard the first 13 minutes of this.
Yeah.
I think we've done it before and it was fine.
And it was fine, yeah.
The mic was off. She just turned it on.
I did. But it's on now.
Can you
tell? So yeah, everything was really pretty. The food was good. It is pricey, but it's festival food. Honestly, I was thinking about it earlier because I made a video with the prices today. And I was thinking about it, and like, sure, it's more expensive, but like, than their restaurants, or like, depending on the restaurant, than like quick service. But it's better quality, and like, honestly, for like some of the stuff, like you would have paid that much in a real restaurant. You know what I mean? And then like, also, I had me thinking about like SeaWorld. I haven't been to SeaWorld in years, but for a while we had the annual passes, and when they do their festivals, you can buy a lanyard for a certain amount of money, and then everything's a punch. And like, there are definitely certain things that are worth more or less, and I think I'd rather pay
per item
than that way. You know what I mean? So like, my favorite thing that I got there was this wild mushroom risotto. It was so fucking good. All last week and the entire way up there, my cousin was insisting that she wasn't sharing it. Because a lot of times we share stuff so we can get more. Right. She's like, I'm not sharing this. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Fine, I get it. You want your own risotto. And then we got the risotto. And I was like, you know what? If you had agreed to share this, I'd have fought you.
Right.
We needed to. We needed
Right.
our own. It was so good. So that was like $9.75. But like, it was a decent bowl and it was so fucking good. And then I had to find it. I literally got home at like midnight and was like on Google, like, copycat recipe.
Did you find one?
And I did. And then there's like this truffle carpaccio that you need for it. That's like very.
Where do you even fucking get that?
I don't know. I'm going to go to the Italian market. I'm going to go to the Italian market. Because you can buy it online.
What is it? An oil?
It's like
a cheese.
Slimly diced. Truffle is like a mushroom, but like different. It's like from the dirt. It has like an earthy taste.
Why do I like truffle oil then? I don't like mushrooms. Why'd you have to tell me that?
Oh, I didn't know that you didn't know.
I didn't know. I thought truffle was like a fucking
It's
cheese.
not a mushroom. It's similar. It comes from the ground. It's got an earthy taste. You didn't notice that you like the earthy taste?
Fuck no, I just like truffle fries.
Well, it's just, I'm sure just a little oil they're using on that. You know what I mean? Like, they probably, like, reduce the fucking truffle
knew
into
a
an
truffle
oil.
was a mushroom. Fuck. That's like learning, like, anchovies are in Caesar dressing. I got over that, but it did harm me for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess that one doesn't really bother me. My only thing with that is, like, sometimes, like, because I know that they're there, I'm cautious about ordering it in, like, a straight-up seafood place without being like, hey, there's no anchovies in the salad.
In it.
Right? Right? It's like, that's my... I'm okay with them being in the dressing. Or, like, I have a friend...
I don't know. Some are fishier than others, though, too.
Right. And I have a friend that, like, will make it at home, and she'll, like, send me the videos, and it's like...
I'm, like, don't tell me that.
It's like, I know that you know that I love it, so you're, like, showing me that you're making your own Caesar, but I don't want to see this process.
God.
Enjoy your life, Brittany, but I don't want to see the process. Yeah, so the truffle risotto was good. I'll leave you alone on the anchovies. We'll move on. The truffle risotto was a standout for me. If you like truffles and you don't know what they are, that's okay. It's totally fine. But also there was a hazelnut fucking cannoli that was really, really good. And then that was like $5, $5.75, $5.50. So like
that's like normal, no?
Right. So that was my point. Is like I do feel like things are priced appropriately for what they are.
Right.
I got like a, I don't know how you say it, caprese, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
Poutine? I think it would have been good had the weather been warm.
Poutine is like the thing over fries, the Canadian thing, right?
Right. So there's like a little refreshment port is next to Canada in Epcot. And they always have like their regular poutine, which is like the classic with like cheese curds and fucking gravy. And it's good. It's good stuff. And then they will sell you regular fries. So I stopped there, you know, and put regular fries in my Ziploc for my kid to carry around so that I can eat good food. And then that was theirs this year for this was the caprese, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I think that it's a good idea. And I think that when the weather's warmer, it would be good. But in the cold weather, you're throwing cold mozzarella, cold pesto, cold tomato, cold balsamic on top of your fries. And it just wasn't.
It's weird.
It was. Like a couple years ago, and I think this was Flower and Garden, and it hasn't been back in like 2 years. I'm so mad. There was a shrimp scampi poutine. And it was like shrimp and spinach and like a fucking scampi sauce. And I feel like there's maybe like some little like, what is it? Just fucking microgreens and shit. You know what I mean? It was so good. It was so good. And like that made sense because it was hot. But I feel like throwing cold ingredients on top of the fries.
Cold on fries is weird to me.
It's just, it was okay. And like, I liked the flavors. I think everything tasted good, but it was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. Italy had their mozzarella, their giant fucking $9 mozzarella. But it's like this big. So, it's fine.
Mozzarella can be expensive, too.
Right, you know what I mean? So, that's like... So, the mozzarella is this, and it's one mozzarella stick per person. And it's $9, right? But then you get 3 big-ass raviolis, and they were, like, tricolor or something. Because, like, one had marinara, and one had pesto, and one had Alfredo. And that was, like, 8-something. And it's just funny that, like, 3 big raviolis are cheaper than the one mozzarella. I mean, it, like you said, mozzarella is expensive.
Yeah.
I'm sure it made sense. The mozzarella stick also comes with, like... 10 fucking dressings for some reason. I don't know how much money y'all are spending on pesto. Like, that's probably pretty expensive too, right? Like, I tried to make my own pesto once. It's really expensive to make your own pesto because the amount of fucking pine nuts you need is stupid.
Remember the TikTok girl that was like, how did that start?
Oh my God, it was so funny. And she was like, guys, I know this is really crazy, but...
Yeah, but I don't like store-bought pesto. And everyone was like, oh, what was her name? That's so crazy. But they said her name, like, oh, Cindy. It wasn't her name.
No, but I don't remember. But then they would, and it was so funny the way they did. Like, oh, that's so crazy, but you'll never believe.
I can't believe that. That's so crazy. And then they would tell the fucking wildest stories
that you've ever heard.
That was a great TikTok time. Sorry that you'll never.
R.I.P. Unless it comes back in the App Store, I don't fucking know what to do. I gotta get over it, Kim, and you're not helping.
Sorry.
It's okay. This is the first time that we've hung out since I did it, so you can have it. You can have all the shots you want. That was really stupid. I will admit that that's one of the dumbest fucking things I've done recently. And like not in like, and like I said, I offload stuff all the time, so I know that it has to be available in the App Store to re-download it.
Yeah, but like, when have you ever like offloaded something that wasn't? So that's
Never.
like not even like in your mind that like, it wouldn't be there.
It warned you. Yeah. I know that's a thing. And I guess in my head I was thinking that like all this was over because they were back.
Right.
They're back. They're on my phone, and they're still on my fucking phone. They're just offloaded, which is, I think I just took a picture of my toes, but that's okay.
You just can't actually open it.
No, I did. So yeah. So the TikTok thing's really fucking stupid. And
there's people next to us talking.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, what is that noise?
Just people.
Just people.
What else happened? I had more notes, I feel like. Oh.
What?
So remember last year when I said that George Bush had an art exhibit going to Epcot, and it's in the American Adventure Pavilion,
I do,
and he has all of his paintings?
Yeah.
I didn't take any pictures, but let me tell you guys, George Bush is not an artist.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they were crazy. I'm sure that he means well, and I know that it was this whole like dedicated to veterans that he had helped, and he's got an artistic personality or whatever, right? And like that's, you know,
oh my
that's why he's a nepo baby president, right? But like, he's not a good artist. I'm sorry, George Bush is not a good artist.
Oh my god.
He's not.
Terrible.
He's not.
Why didn't you take any pictures?
Well, so we walked in, we were doing the scavenger hunt. And it was really, really packed, and there's a lot of people in there admiring them and talking about how great they were. Oh. And then I felt like really embarrassed, and honestly, I was embarrassed for him.
Like secondhand embarrassment?
Yeah, right. And then I felt like I couldn't take pictures and laugh at it, but like I also was having a really hard time keeping a straight face, so I had to run the fuck out of there.
Oh my gosh.
That
bad, huh?
Yeah. Like the eyes are all lopsided, and I know maybe it's what do you call it, impressionist? Art. Maybe it's what's abstract. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, everything is art, right?
Sure, sure. But if he hadn't been a president, nobody would have hung that up in Epcot.
Well, no.
Yeah, like this wasn't. It was not.
But his name just adds value and likeness to it, I guess.
You're right. So the Figment scavenger hunt was fun. It's the same idea. They take like famous works of art from every country that they have in their World Showcase, and then they put Figment in it, and then you got to go around and find it. So the prize this year was a stencil, and people were really mad about it. But I actually kind of really wanted it, so we picked out a Figment one, and it's like one's Figment and one's Spaceship Earth, and like honestly, I'm gonna paint them on the wall in my garage. So
cute.
I was excited about it. But a lot of people were like, they cheaped out with the stencils this year, but like. One year we got like this stupid little fucking pumpkin cup. Do you know how difficult it is to hand wash a fucking pumpkin? You know what I mean? I'm okay with a stencil.
Right. I mean, they don't have to give anything, right?
Right. Well, you paid $10 for the scavenger hunt, so.
Oh, so you're paying $10 for the stencil.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I paid $8.51 with my AP discount, so.
Is it worth it?
I would.
Okay.
I would have paid $10 for that.
All right.
Because it is 2 stencils, and I'm going to use them. And then also, like, I have, like, you know, a small child that is, like, drawing and shit. Right. You know what I mean? So, like, we'll use it. But, like, no, if you were just, like, a couple of, like, 50-somethings and you had no intention to use a stencil, yeah, I could see that. But also, like, it's the experience, too. Like, a lot of people like to do it. It's a fun thing to do. It's whatever. It gets you through the countries, get you walking around.
Right.
And it's funny to see, like, Figment in the fucking art.
And it gets you in, like, George W. Bush's
right, because I'm what... like, I've been in, like, that. It's where, like, they do the singing. So they have, like, this, like, chorus. And, like, they have really beautiful voices, and they, like, sing these, like, American songs, and, like, they do shows, like, all day long. And so, like, it's in their space, which is, like, a really cool, like, you go in there for, like, a couple of different things. They have, I don't know, their American Adventure in there. There's a whole, like, Native American room, and so, like, I've gone in there for other things, but I don't typically walk around looking at the art because I'm not typically looking for the Figment thing. Yeah. Right, so I hadn't looked at it until the other day, and I was shocked at how good it was. But, like, the Festival of the Arts is really pretty. It's very, I don't know, because, like, I like bright colors, but, like, it was just really pretty. Like, everything was cool. All of the art is so good. There were a lot of the artists out there, so I guess last time we went, maybe we just went on, like, a not-so-busy day, but I think because it had been such a shitty week, it was so busy, and there were so many of the artists that were out there like actually painting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it was really cool to like walk by and see somebody like painting Belle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I saw. And then a lot of people were like, if you're buying art while the artist is there, you can get signatures and stuff. Yeah. And then they also, if they're not there and there's a cast member manning their booth, then you can ask them for the times. And if you buy something, you can come back when they're going to be there. Cool. Right. So even if they're not there when you buy something, if you're going to be on property or close by, you can come back and have it signed. And it's just really cool. And there was a lot of cool Taylor Swift stuff.
Yeah.
And just obviously Disney. I saw this really cool like Scrooge McDuck glass table. It was really cool. Like sculptures and shit.
What do you do with that? Who's if you buy that, how do you get it home? Well, I guess they'll ship it, right?
I was gonna say, I don't know. That might
but
be
I don't know.
problem.
If even like, I guess they ship shit like that all the time, so you just pay a pretty penny for it.
Look at him.
Oh wow.
I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, kind of. Yeah. And then my favorite. Who remembers the Chappelle Show? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, oh my! I was like, surely it's not going that way at Disney, but it did.
It did.
It went that
Tyrone
way.
Biggums. Someone made Tyrone Biggums out of art.
At Disney.
And you know, I saw somebody walking out holding it.
Oh my god!
People were buying it, and my cousin was surprised that I didn't buy it. And I was like, you know what? I'm here for food today. I'm not buying Dave Chappelle as a crackhead art.
Do you know
I love it, but I'm not buying it.
Chris, he lost the credit card, but he had a sticker that had like that face on it that went on the front of like a credit card.
I like that.
It's funny.
Eric has a picture of like him and Chewbacca on like the debit card that we use, because it's his debit card, because I never go to the bank and get my own. But anyway, so it's a picture like him and Chewbacca. And one time I was using it with my cousin, and she was like, and she saw the card. And then she was like, you know, it's so cool how you can put pictures on cards these days. And then it's like, you know, you don't even really need to check ID, because you can just look at the card and see if it's them. Okay, but I'm using a card with a picture of Eric and Chewbacca on it. Who the fuck am I?
One time, I don't know if I've ever told this story on here. I don't know. But one time we were at a bar, and I went up with our guy friend to the bar, and he paid for our drinks. It was just him and I getting one. Like, everyone was there, but we were the only two that needed a refill, so we just went up together. And he's like, oh, I've got, you know, he paid for that round or whatever. And when he handed the card, it was him and his wife. And the bartender, I knew, like, I used to work with at a different bar.
Oh, she thought you were trifling.
So it was a guy. Actually, but no, he called out my friend and was like, that's not her. I don't think, like, I don't know. Good
looking out, bro.
It's not somebody that, like, I follow on Facebook or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, like, he probably, like, or knows anything about my life to know Chris. Like, to know that, like, he was standing right there and we're still together. Like, I'm not out. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't have known any of that. So he just literally called out, like, my guy friend was like, that's not her on here. And I was like, dang, thanks for looking out.
Right, honestly, good looking out, man.
But he's just my friend. My husband's right there. And he was like, all right.
That's really funny, though.
Funny,
and, like,
right?
good. I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. I almost wish that you had been on a date with a stranger and did, I mean, not, like, against your relationship, but, like, that would have been fucking hilarious if that happened and, like, it was real. Yeah. Oh, that would be so funny. I wonder if anyone's
ever got caught like that. Because you do, people put pictures on their shit all the time.
Yeah. That would be really fucking funny if you did get caught like that. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I guess. No,
watch out.
Cheaters. Don't put your...
Or do.
Or do, man.
And someone tell us about it.
Imagine if that ever happened to me, if someone paid with, like, their card and it wasn't the person. I would be so afraid of, like, calling them out and it'd be like, yeah, dude, that's my cousin or that's my sister. But I guess good looking out and he did it. And I was like, hey, you know what? Good for you. Thanks.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, where are we going next? You want me to just finish up Disney while we're here?
Yeah.
All right, so I have some news about the Muppets 3D phase out. So Muppets 3D area, I think we've mentioned briefly, is going to turn into Monsters, Inc. Okay.
Yes.
So the first step is going to be the closure of Mama Melrose's Italian restaurant. It's going to close on May 10th, and that's over there in the square. And then Pizza Rizzo and Muppet Vision are going away June 7th. And then, so they're going to have a new Monstro Theater is going to be there, and it's going to be a new attraction that Disney says will bring the humor and excitement of Monsters, Inc. to life. So then after that, they're going to be transforming that whole area into Monstropolis, and it's going to include a restaurant, a flying door roller coaster. I believe we mentioned that.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be a reimagined central courtyard featuring a Mike Wazowski statue. So right now it's like a fountain with like
oh my
this
God,
piggy on the
if
top.
they don't somehow, like, if you stand in a certain spot, Mike is hidden, like, covered, they will miss an opportunity.
That would be great. I bet they could do that.
Like, some sort of photo op where,
right.
like, he's just, like, not there. Or, like, covered somehow.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like, that's the whole thing in the movie. Like, he's always covered.
Right. Put a photo pass person there to do something.
Yeah.
So they haven't announced a specific timeline for when Monsters Inc. Land will open, but the expectation is 2027 and beyond, because obviously this shit's going to take a couple years.
Yeah. So but it's closing this month, or this year, like May of this year. So it's going to be, that whole area is going to be closed for 2 years.
Yeah, honestly, it's not a big of an area. And I don't know, like, are they going to close that Star Wars tunnel, right? Because you can get to Star Wars by passing through there, and there's like this crazy ass tunnel. Or you go around in through Toy Story Land. So, you know, that's a good question. I didn't think about it until you said that. Because, right, that area's going to be closed for 2 years.
Yeah.
But that's, like, how you get back to the Star Wars. Like, so if you walk in
maybe they'll, like, just close the two sides and leave that pathway.
Because if you go through, like, the Toy Story Land way, you just kind of end up in there. But if you go that way, it's a whole, like, immersive, like, walking through a new fucking... You know what I mean? So, like, that's kind of, like, the cool part to, like, enter. Because you just walk through Toy Story Land and you're just going to end up there.
Yeah.
And so the Muppets are going to move, right? So there hasn't been announcements of when they're going to change the Rock and Roller Coaster, but we do know that the Rock and Roller Coaster is going to be rethemed to a Muppets roller coaster. And then there's going to be like a new Muppet store back there and all that, but I know also the Rock and Roller Coaster is next to Lightning McQueen's Academy, which is going to turn into a villain's land. I mean, a villain show. So I just feel like, is that not, like, it's not a lot of space back there. Why wouldn't you make it all Muppet and, like, throw the villain somewhere? Like, it just, I mean, I'm excited for a villain show. Very excited. I love the whole idea. You couldn't change Beauty and the Beast. The Beauty and the Beast show has been there since the 90s. That I remember. I remember going to it in the 90s. So, like, I don't know. You couldn't have, like...
Right.
But I guess if that's so big that it's still going since the fucking 90s, you're not getting rid of that.
Right.
It's just weird to me that, like, it's not that much space back there, and they're talking about, like, bringing in all this new Muppet stuff, but then the one other building back there is going to go to villains? And it's a very, like, closed-in, weird little area. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. You know what? Maybe they'll knock some fucking fences down. Who knows? And then Walt Disney World News today just reported that Living with the Land Biotechnology Lab was blocked by, like, partitions, but I was there on Friday, and I saw and I saw people working, so I don't know if that's a new thing or if that was from last week or what. I don't know.
Maybe they just put it up.
Maybe.
Because of you people on Friday looking in.
Yeah. Well, and you know, my cousin told me that she heard that she read somewhere that if you see people working in the lab, you can ask them what they're working on and they'll, like, show you and stuff. But, like, we don't know, how do you get to them? You know what I mean? You can't, like, wave them down when you're on the boat. So we got to look further. When I figure out how that works, I'll let people know if it's a thing. But we don't know. No. But she said that. And then we saw people working in there. And then, I don't know.
And you were like, how do you talk to them?
Right. And then she was going to look it up. And then we hightailed it to fucking France to stand in the Remy line for an hour. And then we got up to the front and it broke.
Oh, shit.
And then they said, here's your lightning lane. But it was 7:30 and I was done with Epcot. So
fuck.
I wasted a lightning lane. But, like, what was I going to do? We already did everything. You know what I mean? And then Donald Duck's Grand Fiesta Tour is also closed for refurbishment for, like, the next couple months, which, like, I don't know how much refurbishment y'all got to do on Donald Duck's boat ride, but whatever. Because, like, they're not changing it. You know what I mean? Right. Like, they're not, like, retheming it. Like, people love... Like, it's normally a short line, and it's, like, very no-frills, stupid boat ride, but, like, people love the fuck out of it. Like, it's got a very big cult following, so, like, I know they're not changing it. Because these people would lose their fucking minds. Probably Ferris included. But, like, I didn't have anything else to do with my lightning lane. And it was, like, 7:30 and it was cold. And, like, we had been planning on leaving early. But we got lucky. And while we were, shortly after getting in the line, we made friends with a family in front of us that had a son that's about to be 6.
Oh,
so,
perfect.
Right. So, I mean, at least, like, we had a nice time in the line for an hour. Like, it's cool they give you the lightning lane, but, like, it's 7:30, I'm done. I don't want to, like, I don't want to sit around here and wait for this to go back up, and there's nothing else that I'm trying to ride right now.
Right. It's annoying that can't be, like, moved. like saved.
And that's what, and I asked the girl, because I was like, look, I'm planning on leaving right now. And she was like, oh, you can use it tomorrow too, a park hop, anything you want. But like, you know, Disney has their college program and international program. So the people that are working in the Remy ride have very thick French accents. And I don't think she got what I was saying, and I didn't, because she said that, but then like I got on it and I looked, and my Disney Experience app, I think I deleted that at this point. I did. Had a lightning lane in my account, 2 lightning lanes, because it was me and Ferris, because my cousin, she can't go on those rides. They're like moving screens, you were like, where to go. Yeah. So she didn't go, so I had 2 lightning lanes, but it said that they were good at any Epcot ride that night. Well,
why'd you say you could use it tomorrow?
I know, right. So I don't know if she was just like trying to get people out of there, because you had a whole house full of people that were pissed off.
Yeah. So fucking annoying when the rides break down.
Right, so you'll get a lightning lane, but use it. Or you lose it.
Well, use it or lose it.
I lost mine. But like also at 7:30 on a Friday night in Epcot, I would rather give up my lightning lane than fucking stay here.
Honestly, yeah. What else are you gonna do?
And like I think I've mentioned before, Epcot on Friday night, and like I get it, I totally understand. If you're a local and you have an annual pass, why wouldn't you go have your Friday night drinking at Epcot?
Yeah.
But like it does, like I think because of the weather, it wasn't that bad this Friday. But like if you go to Epcot on like a Friday night when the weather's nice, by like 6 p.m. it's hard to get in the parking lot. So all the other parks, by like 6 p.m. there's not cast members out there. Right. They scan you in, like you get scanned into the booth by a cast member, but like you can just park wherever you want. No one's doing parking at Epcot. They are absolutely. They've still got a million people out there. Like we one time. We're park hopping, just wasn't thinking about it being Friday, pulled into Epcot at 6 o'clock, and I drove right fucking out.
Oh my God.
It was just too, it shouldn't be, you know that it's going to be a bunch of crazy drunk people walking around. And like, again, if I was younger or drinking, it would be fine. Or even like just with adults. So like with a 6-year-old, this is not the vibe. You know what I mean? It's just not, he's walking into people are walking into him, spilling drinks on him and getting mad. You know what I mean? It's like, you are drunk and walked into him. What do you mean?
Right.
So I don't normally fuck with Epcot on a Friday night, but it wasn't that bad. But I certainly wasn't staying after 7:30 because that's just it's too much. So then we left, and then I think that's all my Disney news.
All right,
I think that's all I got. Oh, I got this nice picture of Abu on the chalk, and I thought it was really funny to set him up grabbing my wallet.
I noticed that he's grabbing your wallet. When you show the people,
pickpocket.
Show the people, pickpocket.
He's a pickpocket, get it?
My daughter, KK's friend, went to Gasparilla over the weekend, and she got pickpocketed.
I bet she did.
Pickpocket. You
I'm not surprised. No. I have no idea what that is.
It was a fucking TikTok.
Oh, see? I don't know. I'm kicked off.
No, it's old TikTok though, where the lady was like yelling on the streets of somewhere. I don't remember. She was warning all the people of the pickpocketers, and she'd pickpocket. She'd yell so loud when she saw the pickpocketers out trying to get people. But she said that they were in like a club, and someone took her phone right out of her back pocket, and she didn't notice.
I believe it, especially at like an event like that. It's so packed. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just so scary, and it sucks. And that's why you can be using your back pockets. Every time I see a dude in Disney pulling their wallet out of their back pocket, I'm like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Like, I mean, how do you not feel? I guess, how are you that good though to like just get that out like that? No one's feeling. I guess just when maybe they like closed quarters, like people are touching anyways. You know, you're banging into people, whatever.
You're not thinking about it.
You know, you feel something, but you don't think it's like someone actually taking something out of your pocket.
I think so. You just don't even realize.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's scary.
Yeah. Well. I don't have a ton of celebrity news, except that Taylor is going back to the Super Bowl.
It's very exciting.
It is exciting.
I'm very happy for her.
I mean, people are mad about it, but whatever. They can. Brad's dads and Chads can shove it up their...
And, like, honestly, it's so crazy to me. Like, the whole thing, like, we've talked about it a little before, and then we realized we should have talked about it on here. But I was afraid that I was going to get, like, angry and weird. Because I get riled up about shit. And, like... I don't even care about her that much. I don't even care about the Chiefs that much. But it just drives me crazy that, like, we got to break her down. Like, society's like, oh, this woman is so powerful and she's doing so well. It must be fake.
Yeah, duh. It's Tay Voodoo. Haven't you heard?
And, like, why would Taylor Swift ever need NFL? Why would she need the NFL?
She doesn't need the NFL. The NFL could use her. But she ain't fucking, like... She doesn't need the PR to, like, go into any deal, any PR deal. Like, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need the money. She doesn't need the fame. She doesn't need the attention. She doesn't need the, you know what I mean? Like, she needs, there's nothing for her to gain from this relationship. for it to be fake.
Absolutely nothing. And that's what boggles my mind. This woman has been working her ass off since she was 16, and we can't just be like, hey, good for you.
Yeah, no.
It's got to be like, oh, she's the devil. Oh, she's ruining my football. What the fuck?
Oh my God, I was so obsessed with all the videos coming out of like her on the field and her and Mama Kelsey going down and finding him, and like she's like mouthing like I love you to him when he was like on stage.
Oh, that's cute. Why can't we just be happy?
I know, I'm very happy.
Yeah, I know you are. You are. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I got my shirt out for the Super Bowl again that says hating Taylor Swift is a red flag. I'll be wearing that.
Yes, that's nice. That is nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice shirt.
I love it.
That's important.
It is important.
It is important because this shit is a red flag. Like, it just...
Yeah, if you hate her, you literally hate her because she's a successful woman, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
And, like, I don't... Right.
There's no other reason to hate her at all.
And, like, I still don't wrap my mind around, like, any of it. Like, so when she went on tour, right, and she had all these truck drivers, and then she gave everybody, like, these crazy bonuses that are, like, so much more than any other person would get.
Yeah.
And she has every city that she went to, she donated, like, $1 million to their food banks.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I really, even if you don't love her music, I cannot possibly understand an issue with her personally. Like I've said before, like I did really like her new album, and I was like, yeah, I'm a Swiftie, but then I realized that I don't know enough to actually call myself that, but that's fine. I'm a fan. I'm into it. I'm into the new album.
Yeah.
But even before that, so for years and years, I was like, I don't really care about Taylor Swift. I don't really care about her music, but everything I would hear about her personally, I was a fan of.
Right.
She sued some boy for sexual harassment for $1 because it's not the money, it's the principle. What is the problem with somebody that does that? And won. So like, it baffles me that like you could have a problem with this person.
Yeah.
She donated $1 million to every food bank in every city she performed in. She gave all of her truck drivers, like these are like the people that are normally like ignored or looked over. She gave them all like crazy ass bonuses. Mm-hmm. She's literally been hustling and doing making her own music, writing songs, learning every fucking instrument for the last multiple decades.
Yeah. She came out, her debut album dropped 18 years ago. And obviously she was hustling before that in high school.
Right, like I just...
like she's been doing this since high school and you guys still fucking hate on her. Like I think she's beyond proved herself more than any man has ever had to.
Fucking beyond.
Yeah.
And it's still like, oh, the NFL's rigged because Taylor Swift said so. What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
She does have some serious Tay voodoo. Like...
You're just saying that to ramp people up, but like...
But so the Super Bowl is going to be played in New Orleans this year. And
I hope the witch doctors go.
I saw a clip of Mama Kelsey. I guess something, I don't know, like the Travis lore. Like, I don't know, like his past and stuff that well.
Who cares?
But I guess, like, something happened in New Orleans with Travis that he got in trouble for at some point in his past. And so on the field, there was like a clip of Mama Kelsey saying, all right, Trav, we're going back to New Orleans. Learn from your past. Like his mom, like momming him like immediately. It was like after the game on Sunday. She's like, all right, Trav.
That's really funny.
Yeah. But I don't know what happened. So, but when Taylor played the Superdome during the Eras tour, okay, so there was like...
Is that New Orleans?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one of her songs during the midnight set. She every night she would do a different pose during it, right? Like, I don't know, she'd do like a cat, or she'd do like the archer, or she'd do like one day she did like a football, and like she just always like at this one moment did something different to make every night unique.
Different. Okay, cute.
And
who thinks like that?
Right.
You know, how do you hate that?
Right.
It's fucking artistic genius. Sorry, go ahead.
I agree. But the last night of the Superdome, she like kissed her 3 fingers and went like that for that pose, and everyone was like, Tay Voodoo, the three-peat, like she called it.
Oh yeah, well, so obviously this whole Super Bowl is rigged because Taylor Swift kissed her 3 fingers 6 fucking months ago.
Yes, it's rigged. No, most people saying that are like fans that are like joking.
I get it, but like,
Swifties
but
joke
that's how
about,
crazy
like, the Tay
it is.
Voodoo because like she can say like, you'll be 87, I'll be 89, and then like fucking 12 years later dates number 87.
Yeah.
like on the football team. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild. Like, the shit that she's written in past songs, that has come true. Really, she's just really fucking good at manifesting. We should all learn something from her.
Honestly, that's all it is, right? It's like manifesting. Like, she learned how to, like, unlock her fucking higher power in her mind.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all should try that instead of hating on the fucking computer.
I know. It's so crazy.
Oh.
And then it's like, oh, this is all rigged. And it's like, okay, and you guys obsess over it. Like, you're complaining that it's all rigged, but yet you are literally, like, obsessing over a team, just not the team that's winning, so it's rigged. But then if that team is rigged, then your team is rigged too. Like, it's all fake. If it's fake, it's all fake, your team included.
Right.
But you're gonna obsess over them and make your own little fantasy football teams and live for the moment on Sundays, but, like, it's fake. Is it fake? Because you're obsessed with it. Right?
And if it's like, you're fucking stupid.
Remember, I always say, like, the WWE, everyone would argue that was real. I mean, obviously, this is like the 90s, early 2000s, probably.
I got in a lot of fights with boys with bull haircuts.
Like, argue that it was real, and they swore it was real, and it was like, and then eventually, within the last, I don't know, 10 years or something, right? I'd say.
A little longer than that.
Longer than that, they came out and, like, admitted that it was all staged.
Because Vince McMahon was always crazy, but then he went, like, real crazy, and he, like, fake his death or something wild, and then they're like, oh, this is fake, the whole fucking thing's fake, and it was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, they finally admitted it. But people would, like, man, they would go to bat. It was like me going to bat that the Hills was real. I did think
that was more believable than the WWE, though, honestly. I think
the Hills was real, and then it makes me cry still when they pulled the sign away.
Honestly,
when they pulled the Hollywood sign away, and Kristen and Brody were just standing there on a fucking set, and then the show just fucking ended, and I felt so much betrayal.
You know what? Kristen Cavallari being a bitch is more believable than all of the WWE, though. So I feel like you're not, you know what I mean? It's not as bad.
I mean, was she a bitch though? Because she is kind of still.
Yeah, you already know.
I love her. I say
this every couple months. Fuck her. She's a bitch.
I like her now. I like Spencer now too.
I like Spencer now.
Spencer is my favorite right now.
Maybe LC was the problem the whole time.
No, I can't bash LC though.
Well, you over here praising fucking Kristen and the goddamn Spidey, Kim.
I know, but, like, if they were fake and acting, then LC was fake and acting too. So
maybe she's an asshole too.
We can't be mad at LC for being the way she was on the show if we're gonna say that Spencer and Kristen were faking it. Like, she was told to be the good guy.
I'm not saying that Kristen was faking. I'm saying.
Do you know that Heidi came out with a song this week that's called "Forgive You and Forget You"? And then I didn't realize this, even though I was a Hills fan, that when Heidi and LC had, like, their last big fight on the Hills, LC looked at Heidi and said, "I want to forgive you, and I want to forget you." And then 15 years later, Heidi drops "Forgive You, Forget You" and talks about, like, not LC, but someone crying with mascara running down her face and how much it hurt her.
And maybe it is all real, Kim.
She literally dropped, like, that song is 100% about LC.
So maybe it was all real.
Or Heidi's just doing what Heidi and Spencer do, and they're capitalizing off of.
Well, that's real. They're definitely doing that. That's real.
And I'm here for it because it's actually a really good song. But I can love "Forgive You, Forget You" and still not bash LC, right?
Sure. What's Spidey up to? I can't see because I'm on TikTok.
Spidey is releasing new music. She's going to have a collaboration, a remix of her "I'll Do It" song. Supposedly, Rumors with Pitbull is coming out.
Oh, fantastic.
Because they're trying to get this "I'll Do It" song to #1 on the Billboard charts. And I guess every time there's, like, a remix of a song, anytime that remix is played, it still counts towards, like,
that makes sense.
The song, you know, the Billboard, whatever. So that's why Taylor always does the bullshit she does, because she wants to get #1 like everyone else. So but actually he keeps calling it the group project. He's like, we're gonna get this group project done. I mean, he is, like, I don't know,
he's really crazy, and I really like it.
Yeah, he's really crazy. But then, like, I'll listen to him and he's so honest with his, like, answers and comebacks to people, and, like, you can't help but support. And then there is this one, you know, with success, the trolls come out
hard. People try to bring you down hard when they start seeing you succeed. And there's this girl recently that like is going, her video is kind of going viral on TikTok about like all the bad shit they used to do or whatever. And it's like, if you're posting that, you have not watched a single video that Spencer has posted in the last 2 weeks or a week or whatever, because he literally says like everything he did was for money.
Right.
Like, you can't bring up anything in the tabloids from the past and believe it to be true with them. You know what I mean?
And also, like, this is all 20 years ago. So if you have grown and become a better person since then, why are we dragging you through the mud for that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm absolutely
like,
still talking shit about Kristen, but...
Absolutely, he called the Paps for their fucking, like...
right.
orchestrated Pap shots. Like, he'll admit that. He'd fucking do it today. Like,
I
he has no
bet he
shame
would.
in that.
Right,
He's
right,
like,
right.
I'm going to capitalize on what I can. I want to support my family. I want to build a lasting legacy. I want to be famous. I mean, and we're hating on him for it. Or people, you know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
whatever.
Well, and, like, he is so honest. Like, even his TikToks, he's like, you know, like, his kids, you know, when I could see them. His kids, like, talking to him, and he's like, okay, Gunnar, you know, I just have 3 more seconds until I can get my 10 cents, you know, or whatever the hell he's saying. You know what I mean? Like, he's very, like, honest and real about it. And,
yeah.
And I think that that's what makes it, like you were saying a minute ago, like, so I'm going to still keep talking shit about the other one. So, I am still on Kristen because she's still out here being a bitch. Like, Spencer and Heidi are out here, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He's out here owning his shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's just her MO, though.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe it is. And you know what? All publicity is good publicity, I guess, right? Like, in the right light.
Yeah.
As long as it's not too far.
Yeah.
She's got fans. Y'all are out here buying her fucking cookbooks.
I did buy her fucking cookbook.
Yeah. My sister
bought
probably
the
did
first
too.
one, the True Roots one, the first one, and it had some good shit in it. I never bought the second one. I don't know what she's doing with her life now. I think she's like podcasting, but I don't know. Oh, duh, Uncommon James. I do like her jewelry line too.
I don't know anything about that.
It's like petite gold jewelry. It's actually she has like the cutest stuff on there.
Okay, you know what? I do like petite gold jewelry, so I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and she's got like brick and mortars, and then the online store too. But I don't actually own any of it, but I do like it.
Yeah, I've been wearing the same necklace for like 20, 30 years. So
all my shits, I buy just fake shit. Although her shit's not like real. It's like that middle of the road.
Coated shit.
Probably, yeah.
That's not
so it's not like it's not like $3 Amazon, but it's not like real. Fucking $300
right
jewelry store either.
Somewhere like Piercing Pagoda.
Yeah.
Right. Middle of the mall shit, as Riff Raff would say.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's cute shit. So I guess we can just keep with the theme of old school shit because Billy Ray Cyrus is in the news right now.
Okay, so you briefly mentioned that before we started, and I have no idea what you're talking about, probably because I don't have TikTok.
Well, I don't know. So he did something with on Trump's inauguration day. Like, I guess there was like some concert or something, and people were singing or whatever, and he came up and he was singing like "Achy Breaky Heart."
Was he part of it, or he just showed up?
No, I think he was part of it. I think he was like scheduled to be there,
but
but he like looked fucked up, man. Like wobbling on stage, like couldn't walk straight, fell to the ground, and like somebody had to like come and like get him off the stage. So it was really like
that's embarrassing.
Yeah, so everyone started saying like, is he all right? And so his son, Trace Cyrus, which I learned is he's actually adopted. I guess like Trace and is it Noah Cyrus, the older one?
Noah's the daughter, the other daughter.
But the older one or the baby?
I think she's younger.
So who's the other one? There's Miley, Noah, Trace.
I'm going to write Cyrus children in Google and see what happens.
But anyway, so the two are actually adopted. And then by Billy Ray Cyrus. Like, they're Trisha's kids, but like Billy Ray adopted them.
They're not like random adopted.
No, not random adopted. Like Trisha's kids from a previous marriage. And then when she
we need to look them up then. Okay.
Billy Ray, Billy Ray adopted them. So Trace is like the oldest son. Posted on his Instagram like after this very publicly, which nice. I don't know. Yeah, I guess for like us to like talk about.
Right. Like, yeah, like for their family drama, probably not. But like for me personally, yeah, I'm interested. Yeah. What happened?
So he posted hold on, I just feel like I should find the actual post. So it's him and Billy Ray when he was
Back in the
younger,
day.
like way back in the day on stage is the picture he puts. And I mean, it's pretty long, so like I don't know if I should like read all of it.
I want to know.
But so you want me to read all of it?
Yes.
Okay. Since my earliest memories, all I can remember is being obsessed with you and thinking you were the coolest person ever. I wanted to be just like you. The day you adopted me was the happiest day of my life. Sadly, the man that I wanted so desperately to be just like I
really recognize now.
I know, but did that make sense? Sadly, the man that I wanted so desperately to be just like... Oh, I barely recognize
You
now.
needed a comma in there.
Okay, so it was like a run-on sentence. It didn't make sense to me. It seems this world has beaten you down and it's become obvious to everyone but you. You may be upset with me for posting this, but I really could care less at this point. Me and the girls have been genuinely worried about you for years, but you've pushed us all away. Noah desperately has wanted you to be a part of her life, and you haven't been there for her. That's your baby girl. She deserves better. Somehow, just like me, she still idolizes you, though. We are all hanging on to memories of the man we once knew and hoping for the day he returns. You're not healthy, Dad, and everyone is noticing it. Just like I showed up for you at Mama's funeral when you didn't expect me to, I'm still here right now. As I write this with tears in my eyes, I hope you realize this message only comes from a place of love and also fear that the world may lose you far too soon. I love you, Dad. We haven't talked in a while, but I'm over a year and a half clean from alcohol. Guess what? I feel amazing. I don't know what you're struggling with exactly, but I think I have a pretty good idea, and I'd love to help you if you would open up and receive the help. You know how to reach me. Till that day comes, I will continue to pray for you. Billy Ray Cyrus.
Okay, so what I'm taking from that is that that's the only way.
To reach him? Like,
yeah, like he probably has him blocked everywhere. Like that's what it sounds like.
Well, he definitely has him blocked because it looks like the Billy Ray Cyrus that I read at the end looks like he tried to tag him.
And then it didn't.
And it didn't tag. Actually, it doesn't have the @ in front of it, so maybe
but
that's
it might not
true.
have. But maybe if you try to tag somebody and they don't let you, does the @ go away?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never tried to tag somebody that's blocked, but I feel like that would make sense. Honestly, that reads like there's no other way to communicate. And like, again, maybe I'm giving him too much credit. I don't know this fucking kid.
Yeah.
Man, whoever.
Man, he's like old as fuck. Oh, obviously. No, he's young because he's playing like ours.
I knew it. I knew it. You don't know how old you are. That's why you have these wild opinions on age. And I get it. Sometimes, like, I feel like it's crazy. Like, this woman today was like, oh, my kid said that I'm 42. And I was thinking,
God, you're old.
No, she's like 29. So she was like really upset about it. And I was thinking, shit, I'm close to 42. Not you, girl. Right.
40 is so fucking young.
Right. See, now that you remember how old you are, you're back on my fucking club. But honestly, that reads to me like a sad child who like has no other way to contact and like saw this and like really is hurting and feels bad and doesn't know any other way to reach out.
Probably true.
Honestly, that's kind of how that sounds to me. Like, sure, you don't want social media to know like all your bad family business and like air out your dirty laundry, but if you have no other way to contact this person and you know that they're drunk and scrolling Instagram trying to see what people said about them, because I think a lot of, again, I don't know any of these people, but I think that to, like we've said before, we wouldn't want to be that famous, right? So like to want that, to be that big in the spotlight, you have to be somebody that's very concerned with what other people think about. Maybe not have to be, but I think a lot of them are like very concerned with what other people think.
Right.
And even when we do see like reality shows that are scripted or not, we see them always Googling themselves. Like the Kardashians are always like, I don't even watch their show, but you see in the clips, they're always wondering what other people are saying about them.
How do you like mentally deal with that though? I wouldn't be able to do that. I would not want to know what other people are saying about me.
Well, how many influencers are fucking... how do you say it nicely so that the internet doesn't ban you? Unalived themselves? You know what I mean? Over shit like that.
So I didn't know where that was going. I don't know. Because
Right. It's okay. You don't have to laugh at my unalive jokes. But you know what I mean? But I think that's it. I think that like,
I couldn't,
people,
yeah.
You know, like you go into this.
People are so mean.
And you go into this thinking, oh, I want that influencer money. I know that they're paying for these vids and that vids. I'm going to do it. And then you get popular and then everybody's like, hey, your teeth are ugly. You know what I mean? Like,
I literally made a comment on like on a TikTok that has like a lot of following. And I just like made a stupid comment. I didn't expect people to actually fucking read it. And now it has like 40,000 likes on it. And people are being so mean in the comments to the video, who the video was about. They say shit to me. And I'm like, I literally made like a simple like comment. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's happened to me a couple times where like, I thought that like I commented something like so innocent and normal. And now I've got 100 people fighting with me in the comments section.
Yeah. I've literally not commented back to any of them. Like I've just, and other people are like
That's what
fighting
I normally let other people fight my
yeah,
battles.
other people are just fighting in it. Yeah, they like what
That's what I
the
normally
fuck?
do. If things get out of control like that, I normally just I let other people fight it
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
why I haven't said anything back to anybody. But like, what the fuck?
And that's what, and I think that's a lot of like, we talk about, well, not we talk about, but you see other people calling each other, keyboard warriors. And I think that is what it, you know what I mean?
Literally,
you feel a lot more bold when you don't have these people in your fucking face.
Literally, one of the handles is like something along the lines of TikTok hates me. Like he's literally a troll.
Right.
His whole platform is to just piss people off.
And it's right, and it's like that's their thing, and like so like I guess my right where we were going with this was that like I feel like it does make sense that like he would feel that like by posting on Instagram Billy Ray would see it because Billy Ray seems like he probably is the type of like attention seeking.
Apparently Billy Ray saw it.
Oh.
Because 2 days ago, so that was posted, let me see. That was posted 5 days ago. So 3 days later, 2 days ago, he posts again. Trace says, Dad, my message was beyond loving. I could have been extremely honest about a lot more, but I don't want to put your business out there like that. But for you to threaten me with legal action for wanting you to get help is a disgrace. Pappy is looking down at you with such disappointment, I can assure you. You should be ashamed of yourself. I will always love you, but I no longer respect you as a man. Everyone close to you is terrified to tell you how they feel. I am not. Get help. And then he tagged at Billy Ray Cyrus. And that was like a post, but also looks like it might have been like a story.
That he
and then he screenshot it and also posted it. Yeah, so Billy Ray has not technically responded, but he did.
But that makes me feel even more like he only posted it because he didn't know another way to talk to him.
You don't know how I just said his son was old as fuck, and you like...
He's our age, isn't he?
He's probably our age.
He is, isn't he? He's younger. This kid's in his 20s, I swear to God.
He's not in his 20s. But he's 35.
I knew you'd be older than him. I knew it.
His young son said...
Yeah, right? This old man.
His young son he responded to his young son. Oh my God, why? I don't think I'm not that old.
That's what you think, but you're clearly fucking wrong.
Oh my God, that was so funny. And like you just totally called me out on that.
I don't remember what minute this is.
Okay, so
this shit's going on the internet. Well, it all is, but this shit's going front and center.
Hold on. The Country Star shared a clip. Oh, so Billy Ray. This is from People Magazine because I couldn't find it like on Billy Ray's shit, so it must have been something that disappeared or I just couldn't find it. But
he probably doesn't want to respond to this publicly.
People Magazine was telling me that on Sunday, the Country Star shared a clip of the music video on YouTube for his 2009 track "Somebody Said a Prayer," which features his son, 35, whom he adopted in 93, whatever. Well, okay, so Billy Ray captioned the footage, Sunday call-in, giving thanks for the California rain, praying for the brokenhearted and their pain. Hold on. Also in that music video, it features his son. Like, it features Ray Cyrus. Did it say that up there?
Yeah.
It did
you just
say
said that, yeah.
Oh, okay. Giving thanks for the California rain, praying for the brokenhearted and their pain, praying for my family, for my children, sons and daughters, and their mother. Let this moment be the start of healing for us all. The past does not equal the future. Amen.
Okay, so that was on Sunday he said that, and he posted that on YouTube, and what day did he pass that on the stage? You know what I mean? Come on, man.
6 days prior, because it was the inauguration day, which
Monday.
Was the 20th.
Right.
So, I don't really know what that means. I don't know if that's, like, shade, or if that's, like, they talked. I doubt it. I don't know.
No, that sounds to me like this narcissist asshole is trying to, like, brush it under the rug and act like he's the fucking better person.
Yeah, when literally he couldn't stand 6 days prior. Like, fell to the ground and someone came out and, like, got him.
Yeah, that sounds like some narcissist glossing over shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, Miley's had, like, publicly, like, not had a good relationship with him for a while, too, right?
Right, I don't think they're on speaking terms. And I don't think they have been in years.
Yeah. Because didn't she do something? She did something shady recently.
Oh, yeah. At the last award, she said, she was like, I'm going to thank this. I'm going to thank, like, she thanked, like, everybody except for him. And then was like, And I think that's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, so I listen to, you know, like Apple makes like essential albums. So I'll listen to, like Miley Cyrus essentials on my way home from like Disney World because it's kind of like pumped up, and a lot of times it's like midnight and I'm
Yeah, so
making
you
a
need
2 hour
something
drive.
to, like,
Right.
yeah.
And she has a song on, I can't remember what it's called. It's like in my head, and she's like definitely talking shit, and she's like, I'm a this, I'm a that, or like she's talking like saying like that she's, you know, nasty, this and that, and then she's like, because I'm just like my mom, and it seems like a dig at like something that Billy Ray must have said about her mom at one point,
or said about her because like
right, because she's like, I'm a this, I'm a that, because I take after my, man, I wish I could remember the words or even what fucking song it is.
Yeah.
But every time I hear it, I'm like, fucking tell him, bitch.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan, obviously.
I wonder what she's doing
Miley
these days. Actually, she's like quiet, right?
Yeah, which is odd for her. She's normally up to something.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe she really did. She's been growing up. You know, she's chilling. She's doing.
Maybe she's
something.
making new music with this chilling grown up life. I bet it'll be really good.
I bet it will be. I like her music.
I mean, I liked Flowers. That was a great song.
It was. And you know, did you see that? Like, not so Bruno Mars was like cool with it, but then like recently, like his label is just trying to sue her. Maybe that's why she's been quiet.
For that song? Oh, because it went to the beat. Wasn't there something?
Yeah. But it's like, if he didn't care, why the fuck are you? But I guess they own part of it or whatever.
So
and it's
stupid.
Yeah. So it's like, if she got permission from him, should she need it? You know what I mean? Like, there was somebody else. You know, it doesn't matter because I can't remember, but it was somebody that like. Oh, it was Kellis. So Kellis, I don't know. You said everybody's our age, so they'll might remember. So remember, I hate you so much right now.
No, I actually don't remember that.
Anyway, so she was like a singer, R&B girl rapper. She married Nas. So she had a song that Beyonce had recently sampled, maybe not recent, maybe it was like last year, but she had a song and it wasn't that one, it was something else, I think, and Beyonce had sampled it, but because Pharrell was the producer, Beyonce had asked Pharrell for permission and not Kellis, and then Kellis got mad and was online and was like, that's rude, and Beyonce just dropped the whole song, which was stupid on Kellis's part because you would have gotten some royalties for that, but because you said, I mean, and I guess if Pharrell owned the beat and not you, it wasn't up to you, but you still would have gotten some. And see, it's so convoluted how like all of that works that I don't really get it.
I don't know either.
Right.
But so she never even like put it out there.
So she didn't put it out because then I guess she didn't want it. But like also like I feel like on Beyonce's part that's
on Beyonce's
rude.
part she could have. Sorry, that was like so moment. She could have still put it out and just given credit where credit was due.
Right, and like also like aren't we women supporting women?
Yeah.
So because this one felt like you could have given her the credit for like something that you are sampling that she did create.
Instead you were just like, yeah, never mind, I'm just not going to use it then. Weird.
Right. So, I don't know. Do we have anything else? Because I think we're over an hour.
I don't think so. But just, I will say, the Grammys are this weekend.
Oh, fun.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
And you just lost it.
I know. I feel like I read that this morning, so I just wanted to say that. February 2nd, that's this weekend, right? Finally into February. Yep. Grammys are this Sunday, and rumor is Taylor's going to be there, and you know what Taylor loves to do at award shows?
No.
Let me put my clown hat.
Oh, here you go.
Put my clown face
on.
Taylor loves to win awards and then announce new albums.
So you think Reputation's coming?